Well, hello, Central Middle School 8th graders. Can you believe that it is scheduling time? It is time for us to choose your classes for the ninth grade year. During this video, we are going to review a lot of information, so you're really going to need to pay close attention. We are going to look at the scheduling timeline, that is, the timeline of when these events and you're making your course selections needs to occur. We're going to look at graduation requirements. That might sound kind of silly because you're not going to graduate until another 4 years. However, choosing your classes today is going to help make sure that you do that in 4 years. We are choosing classes that are going to help you meet those requirements. We're going to talk about actually the course selection process. We're going to talk about how South River High School organizes its day in terms of bell schedule and nest. We're going to look at some special programs, and then we're going to talk about how to get further information and who's your counselor. Let's look at the scheduling timeline. On Wednesday, January 22nd at 6 p.m., we are inviting parents and guardians to come to South River High School in the auditorium, where we are going to review more of the scheduling process, the courses that we'll be offering, as well as the electives. On the January 24th, high school counselors will come into the math classes at Central Middle School. We'll meet with students there, go over more about the scheduling, and also help students put their course requests into the PowerSchool database. The PowerSchool database will be open from Wednesday, January 22nd, and close on February 2nd. So that should be plenty of time. Let's go ahead and take a look at what it is that you need to do to get out of high school and earn your diploma. Let's take a look at the graduation requirements. All right, here's where it starts getting fun. We're going to look at the graduation requirements, and there's a couple things that we need to help you understand. First is that you earn a credit when you take and pass a course. So, for example, if a class meets every other day for a semester, you'll earn half of a credit. If you take that class full year for every other day, you'll earn one whole credit. There are two courses that you will be taking each year of high school. That is English and math. And here we go. Let's go through math each year. So you're going to have 4 credits of math. You're going to have 3 credits of social studies. That would be U.S. history, U.S. government, and world history. You're going to take, as I mentioned, math each year, algebra, geometry, algebra 2, and we continue on to pre-calculus, AP calculus, AP Calculus BC, AP Statistics. We have a ton of offerings of mathematics. You're going to take biology plus at least 2 other science credits. You're having 1 credit of PE. That's going to be half a credit of fitness for life, and then another half a credit of physical education. That might be a dance class. That could be a team sports course. That could be strength conditioning. That could be I think that covers most of those physical education courses. You're going to take 1 whole credit of health, so 2 semesters. That is 1 semester of Health A, 1 semester of Health. That is going to be Health A is going to be in 10th grade. Health A is going to be in 10th grade. Health B will be in 11th grade. 1 whole credit of basic technology. There are a few different paths that you can go in order to earn the basic technology credit. 1 whole credit of fine arts. That could be music, art, dance, theater arts courses. 1 course, so 1 semester of citizenship, and then 7.5 elective credits. So, for example, if you're taking foreign language or world language, let's say you're taking Spanish, if you take 2 that and pass it, that will be put you at the 2 credits in that electives category. Once you fill any box here listed, let's say you take 3 classes of physical education, so that equals 1.5 credit. That additional 0.5 is going to fill the elective category. There are 4 assessments that are required by the Maryland State Department of Education. These assessments occur in Algebra 1, English 10, U.S. Government, and the 10th grade science course. Mr. Moore is our test coordinator, and he works very closely with the counselors to help make sure that all of our students are taking all the tests that they need in order to meet graduation requirements. So students, as long as you work hard studying these classes, you should be able to pass these exams. All students that graduate from an Anne Arundel County Public School must have a completer program. A completer program is a direction that they are heading, particularly when they are graduating from high school. The completer programs are college completers. That is for students that are intending on going directly to a four-year university. In order to be considered by most four-year universities, you have to take and pass Algebra 2 and at least 2 years of the same world language. So we will make that your requirement as well. Additionally, we have students that are pursuing a career completer. That would be any of our programs at Cat South that students complete the level 2 within. You can see a lot more information about Cat South if you go to catsouth.org. They have some fantastic offerings over there. We also have some career completer programs at our school. These are also known as CTE completers. We have an apprenticeship program. We have the Child Development Associate and Teacher Academy of Maryland. There is the Computer Information Sciences, ProStart, that's Food and Beverage Services. We have our program for those interested in engineering, Project Lead the Way, our signature program, and the Teacher Academy of Maryland. Now, students that fulfill the requirements to be a college completer and a career completer are what we call a dual completer, and that is a great accomplishment. All students are also required to complete 75 hours of service learning. The service learning actually has been taking place in middle school as well. Students have earned, by the time they complete 8th grade, 35 hours in middle school, and then they'll continue with another 40 hours in high school. And they do these in the courses noted here: 10th grade science, government, health, and English 11. Now, it's oftentimes students aren't even aware that an activity or project that they're working on was counting as a grade, of course, but it was also something that they were doing to satisfy this service learning requirement. So parents, please don't panic when you see that 35 hours of middle school. I would say 99.9% of students have that all completed by the time they finish 8th grade. Now, people ask me, what do we do about my child has been volunteering at the library for years or volunteering at a nursing home? Can we make that count? Well, your graduation requirement of 75 hours is going to be satisfied through these classes. Now, the additional portion, I would say, is very important to still capture. That is where you'd want to notate that on your personal resume. You would want to perhaps write about it when it comes time to applying for your four-year college. And as counselors, that's something that we like to brag about as well. So make sure to let us know when it comes time to writing that letter of recommendation for you. Let's go ahead and look at the South River High School schedule, our Bell schedule, and a couple sample schedules for students in grade 9. The South River High School schedule, we're going to detail that right here. Basically, there are 2 semesters, right? We have a fall semester and a spring semester. The fall semester traditionally ends toward the end of January, and then immediately there's like a day break, and then the spring semester begins right at the end of January. After that, we have 8 classes each semester, but 4 classes per day. And you guys are familiar with A days and B days. You alternate as well. So we'll have 4 classes on A day, 4 classes on B day. All the core classes, math, English, science, social studies, and world language, are year-long. Elective classes, however, could be year-long or they could be just one semester. And you can use your worksheet to see which ones are year-long and which ones are only a semester long. Now, it's very important to note here that Algebra 1, that class is going to meet every day. Okay, so when we count your 8 courses that you must complete, you need to make sure that you count Algebra 1 as 2 courses. Now, most freshmen are going to take English 9, U.S. History, Biology or Environmental Science, Algebra 1 or Geometry, citizenship one semester, fitness for life another semester, and then you're going to take technology. So right there, that is 6 courses. And if we're talking about Algebra 1 as one of these courses, that actually counts twice. So there's 7 of your courses. So you're going to have room for one more elective to choose each semester. So here is a layout of our school bell schedule. First period starts at 8:30 in the morning. It is 80 minutes long. Second period starts at 9:55. Then we have nest hour, which is 11:25 until 12:25. And then third period, fourth period ends at 3:18. You heard me use the term NEST. What is NEST? NEST is an acronym that stands for Nourishment, Extracurricular Activities, Socialization, and Tutoring. So NEST is a really important time for students to do a combination of all of these events, right? It's a time to eat. It's a time to get involved in activities or clubs. It's a time to check in with your friends. It's also a time to get help if you're a little behind in a class or if you need to make up a test that you missed while you're out. But we really want to encourage students to get involved, right? Research has shown that students who are involved in the life of school will do better in school. So NES is the perfect time to do so. It's the time that you can go to a club meeting. You can get involved in, let's say, the Student Government Association, Wounded Warriors, the Video Games Club, the Chess Club, Basketball Club. There's a whole host of different ways to get involved in the life of South River High School. So students, please take that opportunity that we provide to you during the daytime to get involved. So here is a sample schedule for a student. The left column notes the fall, right column is the spring. So here we have A day and B day listed in period order. So on A day, the student's going to English 9, algebra, environmental science for the third period, and then fourth period, fitness for life. Then on B day, history, back to algebra again. So that's second period, A day and B day, Spanish, and then engineering design. Okay. Now we're trying to really keep the classes the same teacher, same period year long. So this schedule is very similar, fall semester and spring semester, with fourth period being the elective courses that change. You'll notice here the Fitness for Life and Citizenship. All ninth graders are going to be taking that one semester of each. Here is a sample schedule with a student that's taking geometry. As you can see, that is only one of the 8 courses each semester, opposed to Algebra 1, where it was A day and B day. So the student has another slot to put in elective course, and the student has chosen Foundations of Art and Journalism in this example. Each high school in Anne Arundel County has what is called a signature program. Ours is Global Communications and Public Affairs. This course focuses on developing the students' understanding of the international and the intercultural communications in multimedia. They look at diversity of news and mass communication. They look at the trends in business communication as well as advertising and public relations in a global marketplace. So that is something to consider taking the GCPA 1 as a freshman or later on in your high school experience. We are also one of the few high schools in Anne Arundel County that offers the Project Lead the Way program. This is a national program, and you could actually just Google PLTW, Project Lead the Way, and it'll take you to a website with the lots of information. But Project Lead the Way is a program to introduce more students into the engineering field. So they have very rigorous courses in engineering. There is actually 5 courses that we offer. Here, actually, there's 6 courses that we offer, and this slide here notates the courses that a student would take. It is a 4-year program, and the students that take this program really have a head start compared to most students when they are entering college. So it's a great program. Consider taking that for your technology experience.
All right, students. So the final part of this whole scheduling puzzle is putting the request into the PowerSchool portal. Now, today we've given you the overview. Tomorrow you're going to learn a little bit more about how to actually do that, how to put these requests, see the teacher recommendations in PowerSchool. And then on Friday, we are going to be coming with you. Counselors will be meeting with students in their math classes and sitting, opening the computers, looking at the teacher recommendations, and helping you select your courses for the upcoming school year. At South River High School, we have 7 school counselors. We divide up a little bit differently than the counselors do at middle school. The top 5 counselors there are divided up by alphabet. So you can see the breakdown there based upon last name. So we have students that are ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, but just a different portion, specific portions of the alphabet. The bottom 2 counselors are STEM and ESL counselors. You'll see Miss Lewis and Miss Canavasi listed there as well. We have noted the email addresses for each counselor in case you have a specific question that you want to reach out to them about. This is a great way to contact them. But many school counselors will be coming on Friday to meet you and to help you along with this process. All right, students. Well, that wraps it up for today. We know that this may have triggered some questions for you and may have some things that you want to learn more about. So just jot down, make a note of any things that, any questions you may have, and counselors will be coming, South River counselors will be coming into your classroom, as I mentioned, on Friday. We're going to be happy to answer your questions you may have and help you with this whole process. So we look forward to working with you and have a great rest of your day.